I think I'll be in front of you because the distance will create more distance between us. Good evening to all of you. I'm Mr. Shyam Bhatt and the person who has introduced me. Normally I don't like to get introduced, but he was insisting that we'll make it brief and short. And amidst the intellectuals here, all of you are achievers in your own sense. I myself am wondering what to talk to all of you. Leadership word is a common phenomenon because we talk across the globe. What is leadership all about? Is it leaders are becoming on their own, or is it are trained, or we talk about entrepreneurial leadership, or we talk about strategic leadership, or we talk about thinking leadership, or we talk about alchemist leadership? So varieties of leadership are there, and you would have gone through a lot of presentations, you would have gone through a lot of seminars, you would have met a lot of trainers, and you attended a lot of seminars. So it's not a new phenomenon for all of you, and all of you are achievers. That's why you are here, coming all the way to Goa to attend a 3-day conference and sharing the knowledge platform. If you are all here, you are yourself your own achievers. So nothing that I have achieved anything extraordinary here. We are all one, and we are having a common goal. But I happen to see here a very vibrant intellectual crowd. Not that I want to praise you all, but I want to be very honest, because I just was going around this campus and few youngster people in the afternoon when I came after 2 o'clock. I was just idle for 4-5 hours. Normally I am a little restless person. Even 2 minutes I can't keep quiet. I only sleep for 1.5 to 2 hours, and still I am very active. So the mission is something different, that I am able to understand the human mind. So I have been journeying across in the last 20-25 years of my life and understanding. I didn't go beyond my own personal schooling, beyond 8th standard. But I met this one great man. I want you to know about this man. Now the whole world knows about him, Dhirubhai Ambani. I was 13-year-old, and that one incident I want to share with you all. Normally I don't talk about myself, but then today I thought the best thing is to start with that situation in my life. And everybody would have got that situation in your life, somewhere some pointers where you would have grown. You would have grown and you would have here today. Otherwise you would have not been here to get into a 5-star hotel, that too in Goa, in a land of extraordinary place, and all achievers to come here. Maybe you are achievers, that's why you are here. This was a situation when a 13-year-old I was in Ahmedabad, and Reliance Industries was a very small company. It was not even 6 crore, 7 crore turnover with 2 netting machines. Naroda somewhere industrial estate, 13.5 years, one of my person who known to me took me to Dhirubhai Ambani. He was just an ordinary person, he was just going here and there. And I worked in that company for just 6 hours. Now that's the power of thinking, and that's the power of mind which you have to visualize. And that is there in everybody. I can prove it to you in next 20-25 minutes, because you would have gone through all these pointers in your life. And when I went to Ahmedabad with this agent, Mr. Hastimal was his name, he saw me in a Bombay dyeing showroom. I used to run 20 kilometers from my house to see that I save 50 paisa in a bus, and so that I can get 30 rupees salary a month. I was working in a Bombay dyeing showroom, and it took 27 days for me to crack a customer of 13 rupees bill. And that was the most momentous occasion of my life. And this person was very excited. I said, I will take you to Ahmedabad, come, you become an entrepreneur or you work there. I was just in that godown, somewhere this rejected goods. So you are all developers and builders, you know that wastages takes place in your construction. I am a part of 2 big group, Manyata developers and Reddy developers, started from zero there. It's a $3 billion company today, and I am a part of that mission. And one of my young friends with me, who was a colleague, I made him to think on real estate. I told him that I'll take up education as a sector, because India has 6,72,000 villages, that connectivity is required. And I spoke to Rahul Bajaj in 98, that was my first interaction with the industrialist, that if you want to sell your scooter, 96, if you want to sell your scooters, tomorrow it is not going to be MRTP Act, you have to change your thought process, you have to have tomorrow's consumer in mind. 20 years from now, you should start thinking now. Now this will be my crux of talking to all of you, that you have to think 25 years in advance, not the present market conditions. The panelists were giving wonderful suggestions and ideas to all of you, and they were sharing their experiences. But I always see that 25 years down the line, we have to think now, and that opportunity lies extraordinary. And this is how I think we worked out that formula. And when I went to Ahmedabad, I was in the rejected goods godown. There was one young man, Mr. Patil, and he was just trying to sort out the colors of the shooting goods which was lying in the godown. I immediately sensed that idea, and within 30 minutes I segregated more than 1,500 colors. And it so happened, my fortune, that Dhirubhai Ambani was just visiting that place, and why so many goods are rejected, and I have sold so much, exported 1 crore of goods and it has come rejected, and we are under a big loss, and Reliance has to think of the vision, and we are not even doing that. Why are all people not working? And when he saw this segregation, he immediately asked, who did this? Then this man said, this boy did it. He is working with us from morning 3 hours, and he's come from Bangalore. Within a flash of an idea, presence of mind, he didn't even ask my name. He said, इस लड़के को पूरा माल दे दो और बैंगलोर भेज दो इसको नौकरी नहीं देना इधर. Now that's the power of thinking, that's the power of presence of mind. What kind of leadership will you tell him? What kind of concept you will tell him? I just met him 4 times in my life, and that time in 1977 when he came out with a public issue, nobody was interested in his company. 36 crores of public issue, and today Reliance is what today, and he has thought for 300 years. And all of you think that Dhirubhai Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani are different. No, they are not different. It is the part of the strategy of Dhirubhai Ambani that they have to be together, but we have to manage this continent, this country in a large landscape, and we have to grow in a different parameters. So we have to satisfy all, and that was the power of that thinking. He always used to make that. He gave me that goods, 5 lakhs of goods. I took it to Bangalore. I sold it. I went back, and that is what I think we have to understand. And there are a lot of messages you can get out of this. And I lost 3 lakhs rupees, and I went up to him when I was another 1 year. After 6 months, I went back to him. My boss was there. Okay, what about Mr. Agent? You have to pay the money for it because this boy has lost, and 5 lakhs is due. Only 2 lakhs he has paid. 3 lakhs is due. It so happened that he was again listening to me. Then he called this general manager. I overheard this boy. I met him in this godown, and you have given him 5 lakhs of good. He has paid only 2 lakh. 3 lakh due है ना. पारेक ऐसा करो. वो लड़के ने एक word 300 कुछ बोला था. क्या था वो? In Gujarati, he sold it to 300 customers. 300 लोगों में Reliance का नाम हुआ है. 300 लोगों में Reliance का इसने नाम किया है. विमल प्रोडक्ट. तो इसको 20 लाख का माल और दे दो. 6 महीने के बाद पैसा देगा वो. And my agent was shocked. He said, okay, these 3 lakhs we keep it pending. And then he gave me one tip. He called me and said, जो भी है अच्छे लोगों को माल देना, गलत लोगों को माल नहीं देना. Only 2 words he told me. In Hindi he told me because he couldn't speak English at that time. And I sold that 17 lakhs of good because of that power of inspiration, the power of faith what he gave in that young boy, and which was something unbelievable for me. And 20 lakhs rupees, maybe even zeros, I did not know what will be the zeros and what will be the bills, and a school dropout. But he just gave that, tum kar sakte ho ladke, tum jao, utna hi. And that was the turning point of my life, and I sold that goods, and luckily I followed his footsteps or guidelines, and I sold